Travel TV. I'm your host, Debbie Gerber. I am here to help you be safer in your travels. I have a series of travel safety tips for you, especially if you're traveling by yourself. Okay, for walking in a city or a place where you're going to be walking that you would worry about something getting stolen, which should be just about anywhere, there's a couple of things. One is, if you're going to carry a backpack or a purse that has a handle on it that somebody can just cut and run with, which is what they do, or they grab it off your shoulder and run, it's a good idea if you can just either, if you've got a longer strap, put your arm around it and then grab on. Mine's a shorter strap, so I'm actually going to grab onto the purse here and hold it in front of me, because I have control. If they tried to cut the strap, I'd still have a hold of it. I have the opening against my body so they can't slip their hand in. So how you carry things makes a difference if you're going to carry a purse. Otherwise, stick it in one of those money carriers that goes down inside your clothes. You know, use the bra trick, use the in the sock trick, but don't leave things hanging out at the side. It's too easy to grab and run. So make sure that you keep your purse or bag close in front of you. The other thing is electronics. You're carrying your electronics. That's an awful easy grab. It's easy for somebody to grab. So again, hold it close to your body if you're going to have it in your hand, or put it in your bag so that they can't take it. Another trick is to take a wallet, a phone, or whatever you're going to put, you put it in your pocket and you safety pin it. Because they don't expect a safety pin. It's not easy to get in your pocket and take something out. They would have to undo the safety pin. It would take time. So you can use that trick. Now when you're walking, walk with confidence. You're going to walk with confidence. So you're going to be walking and you're going to know right where you're going. But in the meantime, you're going to watch in the buildings next to you. You're going to kind of look side to side. You're going to know if anybody's behind you. One way to protect yourself if you're looking and you think somebody's following you, and you look and you see it, is move over next to the building. Now you've got to be here protecting your bag. It has slowed them down. If you slow down, they have to pass you, or it'll look really suspicious. It just catches people off guard. They're going to wait for somebody that's a better opportunity. The next thing is, if you think somebody's actually following you and you're worried about it, you duck into the closest business where people are. And you go in, and if they follow you in, you go up to the counter or up to someone else and start a conversation. If there's not a business right there and there's somebody there that you can stop and make a conversation, I don't care what you say to them, just stop and make a conversation. Immediately, again, they have to pass you or there's a problem. Because they aren't going to confront you if you think you've just met up with somebody that you know. So stop and have a conversation with somebody, dart into a business where there's people, or move over toward the building, slow down just a bit and make them pass you. All of those things will set them in charge. But generally, if you're walking with your bag protected, your phone protected, and you're moving quickly, and you know where you're going, and you have confidence, they will leave you alone because you're not the target they're looking for. So there's a safety tip for walking in a city. Okay, if you are somewhere that you're either by yourself, walking by yourself, or even if it's a couple of people walking and you're in an area you don't know, if you feel at all strange about it or worried about the area, take that to heart. And the minute you feel that, get a cab. It's worth the money rather than walking on streets that you're not familiar with if you're uncomfortable. Another good trick is if you have a pair of sunglasses and you're going to be walking, if you will put sunglasses on and wear sunglasses, people can't tell where you're looking at or who you're looking at to see if you're looking at them. So you can glance around. You can get more familiar with what's happening around you without anyone else seeing what you're looking at. So sunglasses are a really good idea to be wearing, especially for women if you're traveling by yourself or out walking by yourself. When you're walking, especially if you're by yourself and a woman, you need to dress, and even guys, dress in the area that you're in. Don't stand out. Don't wear something that people wouldn't be wearing. Or don't dress things that call attention to yourself, like skimpy clothing. If you don't want to be noticed and have people looking at you and wondering what they're up to, don't be wearing skimpy clothing while you're yourself out walking. It's just not a smart idea. Now, if you get worried, you want to feel a little bit safer, cell phone can be a great friend. You're just going to talk as you walk, have a normal conversation with someone that you know, like a boyfriend or a husband or somebody, and just have a conversation. Because generally, again, that's just something they're not going to interrupt and have a chance that somebody's going to hear them or listen in. So, talking on your cell phone. Same thing, just a side note that if you're at home and you have to answer the door and you're by yourself and you're worried about who's on the other side, take your cell phone with you. Excuse me just a minute, I've got to answer the door. You know, open the door and say, excuse me, I got somebody at my door. What is it that you'd like? Don't put the cell phone away or your home phone. It makes them feel like they might be found out. So, you know, use your cell phone. One last thing is, if you're going to travel by yourself, it's always a good idea to take some self-defense courses. Now, I did that this week. It was really a fun thing. I took a Tai Chi course. Tai Chi is not about being stronger or fighting back to where you could beat somebody up or beat somebody off, you know, get rid of them that way. It's about redirecting them and giving you a chance to run, to get away. And so try some Tai Chi or try something else as a self-defense course if you're going to be out and travel by yourself, whether you are or not. It's a really good idea for you to do that. Be safe, have fun, but be smart. Have a safe time on your travels as you travel and enjoy the unique and fun things of the world. Join us for more travel destination information and travel tips at www.scattertravel.tv.